When Joseph Smith died, the church was divided over the issue of polygamy. The leaders that rejected the doctrine of polygamy stayed behind with Emma and their followers, while the leaders who were polygamists led their followers west. This is where, under the leadership of Brigham Young, in the wintertime of 1846, they crossed the frozen-over Mississippi River and began a journey to their final destination in the Salt Lake Valley. This monument marks where their journey ended in the Salt Lake Valley. On top of the monument are statues of 3 key LDS leaders. They had more than 100 wives among them. In fact, all 15 top Mormon leaders of the time were polygamists. If you want to read their sermons, the LDS Church has preserved them in a set of 26 volumes known as the Journal of Discourses.
The only men who become gods, even sons of God, are those who enter into polygamy. Now, if any of you will deny the plurality of wives and continue to do so, I promise that you will be damned. Brigham Young.
And Brigham Young was notorious for this. When they got to Salt Lake, they would go to the men and say, it's your right, it's your duty, you need to live it. They'd pressure the man to live polygamy. It was rampant in Salt Lake.
This doctrine of plural marriage is one of the most important doctrines ever revealed to man in any age of the world. Without it, we never could be exalted to associate with and become gods. Apostle Joseph F. Smith.
You had to have more than one wife to become a god, and nowhere in Mormonism or elsewhere is the doctrine that you become a god without more than one wife.
The principle of plurality of wives never will be done away with. You might as well deny Mormonism and turn away from it as to oppose the plurality of wives. Apostle Heber C. Kimball.
It was called the New and Everlasting Covenant. And what does everlasting mean? That it should be lived forever.
God the Father had a plurality of wives. Apostle Orson Pratt.
It was openly taught that God and Jesus both were polygamists, not just married, but polygamists.
It's a little-known fact rarely discussed on the campaign trail.
My dad, by the way, was born in Mexico.
And other Romneys still live there today. Far from the cheering crowds and packed campaign venues, Republican presidential hopeful Mitt Romney has extended family among the Sierra Madre. Romney's great-grandfather fled to Mexico from the U.S. in the late 1800s to avoid arrest for polygamy and start a Mormon colony with his 5 wives. It grew and prospered through ranching and farming and eventually included Romney's own father, George.